This has all got to end sometime. DJI, stop making new stuff. Well, I know that all of you came here for a specific reason, and that is the ever popular MAVIC Air 2. It's been talked about for some time. A lot of people are still delayed in receiving theirs. I finally got mine. Everybody's doing the unboxing. You can see what's in all of these unboxings. But you know, in this situation, I went ahead and took everything out. And just to discuss real quick before we do our first impressions flight of everything we have here in the box. One thing I was very impressed with was the ND filter set that they sent you. And with these more darker than average ND filters, probably darker than I would typically use, I'm going to see what I could actually get by using such dark filters. So I have the 64, the 256, and I've already put one on the front of this one, and this is the ND16. Now that's about as high as I would go, but I'm gonna test the boundaries a little bit and see what the huge appeal is shooting with higher ND filters and darker sunglasses, if you will. Another nice touch, and this was also in the last Fly More combo with the MAVIC 2 Pro, was this adapter that goes to your batteries. And if you need to charge your cell phone or remote or anything as such, you just pop this on there and you've got two USB ports right here to charge your phone, the remote, or any other device that you may choose. So nice touch there. Came with the multi-charger, and there's with all the batteries plugged into it. If you don't already know, they charge from the one with the most charge on it first to get you up in the air that much faster, and then sequentially down the line. And it's very well made. It's a lot more compact than the MAVIC Pro or MAVIC 2 Pro. So also on the charging brick, it's got a USB port as well, so you can charge your remote from there. It came with extra cables for Android, USB-C devices, or iPhone devices, so that's nice. And it came with 3 sets of propellers. That's wonderful. I mean, that's the most I've seen so far, and I'm ecstatic. Even though, knock on wood, I've never broken a prop. I've literally never wrecked or broken a prop. But it can happen, and I'm very fortunate to know that I've got backups if I ever need them. Now, the remote. A lot of people are complaining about the remote control. I'm not so much complaining about it because I like it a lot. I think the grip is fine. It's a rubberized grip. I've heard people say in their reviews, oh, it just wish it had a little bit more rubber, grip to it. Then go wash the grease off your hands. I don't know. I'm happy with that. It came with extra sticks too, so I've got sticks in the slots here, and then I went and took those and new ones and put them on the front as well. So that's nice to have. And the remote control is just compact. I love the fact that the antenna is built into the top of the cell phone holder. I went, aha, the second I plugged it in, because the grips on all the other DJI remotes cover up the edge of your cell phone, and if you use face identification, you're not able to, you have to punch in the code. If it's bright outside, then they're a big pain in the butt. But now, with this, I can just actually look at the phone, it's unlocked, and I'm rolling. So, love that. Not too sure how I feel yet about the DJI Fly app instead of the DJI Go 4. I've gotten so used to that Go 4, and it just seems like they've limited themselves by using, to me, a lesser interface. I'll get back with you on that one, but that's for a different review. But all in all, I mean, it's very sturdy. The remote is sturdy. It's very compact. It's not complicated at all. I don't believe that they needed to dumb it down. If you want to look at the comparison of the size, when you unfold your MAVIC, your Air 2, which of course everybody says it looks just like the MAVIC Pro series. Well, so does the MAVIC Mini. It's a tiny version of that, okay? And now they're making them all look the same. And I like things that come in sets, you know? So now I've got the small, medium, and large, and I'll have different purposes for them. But I mean, it's really not that much bigger. And so with these two drones here, I mean, goodness gracious, they're really not that far off from each other. But I really do like that I have a medium-sized version of this, because this is $2,000. This is not something that I would really care too much about flying around obstacles and over water and such. I'd be more willing to lose something like this if I had to. I do have insurance on this one, because I think I'm going to be using this one more in awkward situations. And just look at it. I mean, it's nice, sleek. Now, one thing I do want to mention is there's something new to the batteries, and they've got these little metal clips on both sides. I love that because batteries swell, you know, over time, and you probably shouldn't be using them. Well, now it's come to a point where it's going to give you a battery error when you plug it in, and if it's swollen whatsoever on the bottom, then it's not going to seat correctly, and it's going to give you an indication that there's a battery error. Another thing is, if your battery isn't seated, you're trying to be quick and you just throw it on there and you try to take off, and all of a sudden you come out flying and whatever. It comes loose and you lose your drone. You know, they want to add every security feature necessary, and that one was very worthwhile because now it knows that the battery is seated correctly and you're not having to worry about losing your drone. Now, one thing that I didn't care too much for is the carrying case. And it came with a nice carrying case, and I may use it for my MAVIC Mini. Nice nylon, very well stitched bag with a lot of zippers inside for containing everything, and adjustable, you know, little bins inside. Okay, I just don't feel comfortable carrying that. So what I did was I went to, and this is going to be for another review, but I did buy a case from Harbor Freight. Now, we all know that the Smartry or Smartry and the hard waterproof cases for these devices can get really pricey. So I went to Harbor Freight and I found one for $35, $36. And it has the foam already in it that you just have to pick and peel out parts. So you drop your devices in there and you trace a line around it, and then you just peel out the little foam parts and insert your gear. And it is, here, I'll show it to you real quick. And as you can tell, I've already started, and that's of course where my MAVIC Air 2 is going to go, and then I'll decide where I want to tuck my batteries, and then create a little slot for the charger, and then all the little accessories that go along with it. But really nice case. It's very thick, it's not that heavy, and it's got locks on it, so you could add a padlock to it if you so choose, or you can use one of those bicycle locks and clamp it to something so somebody can't walk off with your gear. So very nice case, very happy to have it. Can't wait to start using it. So other than that, I'm just excited to get up in the air, so let's get this thing outside. When I take off, and it's a habit of mine, is I like to hold the sticks in, and I'll hold them in like that, and the props start. Now that the motors are started up, I am going to hit the upward key, and it's going to beep because it's sensing someone around. So I'm 15 satellites, says I'm in flight, I'm in normal mode, and there's no air movement today. So this thing is incredibly steady. Not even faulting, but I mean, look at that. I'm actually very impressed. Now I want to aim it towards my daughter here. Wow, that is really good. See if it'll back up into me. Oh, it won't. It says I'm in the way. Hey. All right, let's see. In front of it. Nope. Won't move forward either. So, now we're recording video. That is really nice. I wish you could see this. Let me see if I can get the drone up close to the camera here, just to see how stable this is. And I will move my drone now. Look at the gimbal movement. Now that's typical of a lot of the DJI products, but goodness gracious, that thing is phenomenal. So let's see how she flies in free flight. Let's get up in the air. Now I know this area very well where I live, so I know where all the power lines are, I know where the tops of trees are, but I like to safely fly at about 130 feet. I don't have to worry about hitting anything. So you probably, if you followed my channel for any amount of time, you know the location where I'm at, you know what I'm looking at, and you probably even know where I'm going. But this video looks amazing. And a lot of you, I've had a lot of questions. Where's the signal being transmitted and received from? Well, right here is not it. I've noticed on all of the other reviews that if you aim this towards the drone, you're much better off. And that seems to be the case here as well. Now I'm moving forward. I'm flying above town here. Very cloudy today, which is nice and calm. Love that. I'm just going to do a real quick flight as not to cause a commotion. Still at 131 feet, 132 feet, not too far out. And I'm just going to quickly bring it right back in. And the reason I'm not going to go too far right now because the rain could fall at any time, and I wanted to get this video out to you guys. And man, it looks so nice out. And I'm bringing it back to us. It is so responsive. Now I do notice that they have adjusted the default settings for the actual controls to make them a lot smoother. So if you're a new flyer, you right out of the box could make some pretty killer shots already. So congratulations, I'm happy for you. I'll bring her down here. That is so smooth. It looks fantastic. Bring it in. And down for the landing.
Landing.
Wow, I am impressed. That was a very smooth flight. Couldn't have asked for much more. Couldn't ask for better conditions either. So far so good. In my next videos that I'm coming out with, I'm going to have some tutorials on how to get everything connected, talk about that DJI Fly app and the DJI Go 4 thing. And I know that they have created a patch or an update for more updates so you can actually use it with this new smart controller. try to do some research on that and share that information with you as well. So if you like this content, again, please hit that subscribe button, like button, notification bell, all that good stuff, and I'll see you all next week. Take care.